Today we're learning about expand and trade subtraction. Everyday math is all about how to find the answer in different ways. There's different ways to find an answer. You can subtract the regular way, or you can subtract the expand and trade way. And that is why they're wanting to show you how to do it the expand and trade way. I am going to be going through these with you. If you're on Everyday Math Online, you can go to slide 4 and either watch me and then do it after I'm done, or you can go back and look to see how to do it. We're going to do this together. If you have your journal, go to page 75 and you can do this with me. So the first thing we looked at on this page, you will see that they want you to estimate. Here is the example. They've already done it for you. So they want you to estimate. Estimate is rounding. Rounding and estimate is the same thing. So they estimated 247. They made it easier. An easier number is 250. 186, they made 200. And then they said it's 50. That's what they estimated. Then they did the expand and trade, and they worked it all out right here, and their answer was 61. Now, when you get an answer, you look to see what your estimate is, and you make sure that they're very close. If they are close, then you know you're probably about right. And if you look at these answers, they're not that far apart. 50 and 61 are not very far apart. So it is a reasonable answer that 61 is the real answer. 50 is an estimate. Okay, so now we're going to go do the others together. I'm going to the next slide, and as you can see, it's 65 minus 47. So we think about this, 65, is it closer to 60 or 70? It's actually right in the middle. So whenever a number is right in the middle, you bump it up. So the answer would be 70 is the estimate, minus, and then you think of 47. Is 47 closer to 40 or 50? And that would be 50. It's closer to 50. So 70 minus 50 equals, there's a funny equal sign, but equals, so it's like 7 minus 5 is 2, so that would be 20. That's our estimate. Now let's do the real thing and see if it comes close to our estimate. So first of all, but this time instead of just doing 65 minus 47, we're going to do the expand and trade, which in my opinion is a little longer, but sometimes it makes more sense to some people and they like to do it that way. So we're going to show you how to do it the expand and trade. So first of all, we put 60 plus 5, and then 40 plus 7. Now we're going to subtract that. So if we look at this, we cannot, if you have 5 pieces of candy, you cannot give me 7. That's not possible. So we have to go over here and make a trade. So we're going to cross out the 60 and make it a 50, and take that 10 over to the 5. So now this is 15. Now if you have 15 pieces of candy, you can give me 7. So if you take that away, 15 minus 7, you would have 8 pieces of candy left. Now 50 minus 40, 5 minus 4 is 1 and 0. So if you add those together, 10 plus 8 is 18. There's our answer. Now let's look over here. Our estimate is 20, and our real answer is 18. Is that close? It sure is. So I think we did the right thing. Let's go on to screen 3. Okay, here we come. Let's estimate. 182. Is 182 closer to 100 or 200? Well, I hope, whoops, just a minute. I gotta get my, I hope you said 200 because it is closer to 200. And then minus 56. Is 56 closer to 50 or 60? And 55 is right in the middle, so 56 would be closer to 60. So then you think about this. 200 minus 60. What would that be? If you had 200 minus 60. Let's see. I'm going to put it over here because sometimes if I go up and down, it makes it easier for me. So minus 60. There we go. So 0 minus 0 is 0. And 20 minus, or 0, I'm going to borrow here. So this is going to become 1. This is going to become 6. 10 take away 6 is 4. And then I bring down the 1. So 14. 440 is the answer that I got for my estimate. Now we're going to expand and trade. So 182 minus 56. So if I expand and trade, this is what it would look like. It would be 100 over here plus sorry about that, 80 plus 2. Now, that would be 50. Oops, we're not going to put the 50 on the hundreds. We're going to put the 50 over here. 50 plus 6. Now we're going to subtract. If you have 2 pieces of candy, you can't give me 6. So we're going to go over here and borrow from the 80. It's going to become a 70. And we're going to bring that 10 over here, and that's going to become a 12. So 12 minus 6 is 6. 70 minus 5 is like 7 minus 5 is 2 plus a 0. And then we're going to just bring down the 100 right here. So the total that we come up with, now this is kind of messy, 100 plus 20 plus 6. So there's our answer, 126. And if you think about it, I mean, that's not too far from 140. 126, 140. Okay, so then we go on to the next one. Here we go. We're going to estimate 341. Is 341 closer to 300 or 400? Again, I got to get my pen. It is 300. So we are going to write 300 minus 225 closer to 200 or 300? 200 equals 100. That's our estimate. Okay, now we're going to expand and trade. So 341 and 225, when we expand it, is 300 plus, this is really hard, 40 plus 1. And this would be 200 plus 20 plus 5. Now we're going to subtract. So we can't take 5 away from 1. We're going to have to borrow, trade here. This is 30. This becomes, bring the 10 over, that's 11. So 11 minus 5 is 6. 30 minus 20 is 10. 300 minus 200 is 100. So we're going to add all those together. So when you do that, it is 116. So our answer, 116, is not too far from 100. So that makes sense. So there we go. That is how you do expand and trade subtraction.